Loading profile.
Ready? Go!
Hey there, we're BINGSandME. I'm Bings.
And
we're coming to you from a studio. What are you doing?
trying something new.
What do you mean you're trying something new? We're live right now. We're taping. You work on new stuff in rehearsals. Or at least tell me about it. You're going to do it before you just do anything.
Right, I just did it.
Now let's start again, start over, and do it right. Here we go. Hey there, we're BINGSandME. I'm Bings.
I'm me.
And we're coming to you from a studio somewhere in the middle of Las Vegas. Now, we do a show every Tuesday. Our last show aired the 28th of July last week, and we did a segment where we showed you 5 celebrity headshots from the 90s.
Five
Now, we're gonna
celebrity
show you
headshots from the 90s.
Did you just not hear what I just said? Oh my goodness, just stand there and shut up. We're doing a tribute, we're doing a solemn segment, and just quiet down. I'm sorry, folks. Anyway, so we showed you 5 last week. I'm going to show you another one now. Do you know who this is? This is the great John Saxon. You see his resume there. We'll put it up there. He did a lot of things, a lot of movies, a lot of stuff, but he was in one of my favorite movies. I'm a big Bruce Lee fan, and he was in Enter the Dragon. So now he passed away July 25th, which was a Saturday, 3 days before we aired our episode. Now you're saying, well, if you aired it on the 28th and he died on the 25th, why didn't you include him there? Well, because we had finished taping and it was already uploaded several days before he died and it was already scheduled. So we didn't want to take it down and then redo it and stuff. So we figured we'll just show you now and pay you a little tribute. We're going to show you a little clip from John Saxon, Bruce Lee movie, Enter the Dragon. Here we go.
I got myself a real pigeon here. Keep the action going for me, will you?
What do you think, Roper?
Oh, no sweat. Give my friend 8-3 all the way.
Okay, what's happening is he wants to get this bet. So he's going to take a dive against his opponent right now a few times before the guy will finally accept the bet. And so we'll pick it up there. This is the final time he's going to take a dive. I think it's the 3rd or 4th time he takes the dive. Here we go. Oh. It was good. Oh, the guy's going to take the bet now. Here we go. Yep, it is on. Look out, buddy. Oh. Somebody's in trouble. Sorry, buddy, you lose. And John Saxon takes his final bow. Very tragic, very sad. He was 84 years old. According to his birthday, it was his birthday, even though the headline says 83. But you got to go by his birthday, journalist. All right, bye, John Saxon. All right. Now, we used to do a You Suck segment, or we started doing one. This is previous, before we took long breaks and everything else. So we're going to do one right now. This is just a temporary one. I don't know. It's a You Suck combined with the Dumb, Ignorant, Uneducated Award of the Week. Maybe of the year. Because this is really, this is horrible what happened. You probably heard the story. There's a couple from Norway and lives in St. John's, Michigan. St. John's is right in the middle of the state above Lansing. And they run a bed and breakfast, a very nice historic building, and you see it here. And again, from Norway, Norwegian couple, and they hung the American flag out, and they hung their country's flag out, the flag of Norway. Now, this You Suck and You Ignorant and Uneducated and Dumb People Award goes to all the Michigan residents, not all the Michigan, but all the Michigan residents who wrote nasty emails, who made nasty and cruel phone calls to them, who wanted to boycott and being evil toward this couple because they thought the Norway flag was the Confederate flag. Now this really encapsulates the problem right now with all these protesters, all these boycotters, all these backlasher kind of people that are protesting, and the majority of them have no idea, have no clue what to do. They're knee-jerk, jump on the bandwagon people who are uneducated into what they're actually boycotting or anything. And this is a perfect example. This is Norway. This is the Norway flag, and this is the Confederate flag. See, Norway flag, Confederate flag. You see the difference? Here we go. Let's Norway, Confederate. Let's put them together. See? Very distinguishable. Maybe you residents who wrote these nasty letters and phone calls and boycotting and everything else and backlash to this couple, this poor Norwegian couple, maybe find a 3-year-old in your town and get together in a little meeting room and have him explain the difference between this and this. Point is, if you're going to protest, if someone displaying the Confederate flag, at least know what the Confederate flag looks like, you dumb wits. And for the rest of you protesters and boycotters and backlashers who don't know what the heck and you have no clue of what's going on, this is the American flag, USA, and this is the North Korean flag. Okay, just distinguish them. So make sure you know USA flag, North Korean flag. Because some are confusing those here in some of our protests and some of our boycotts. And all right, so get it straight. You suck people. All right. Sorry, I'm feeling a little angry. I gotta get happy. I gotta get up. All right, let's go. Let's get on. Okay, so I'm going to show you a clip. If you're from, I was born in Pittsburgh. If you're from Pittsburgh, this might entertain you or interest you. It definitely interested me because it was before my time, whatever. But it was. I'll show you the clips and then I'll explain why I showed you this clip. So this is the part. I'll set it up though. This is the. How many? First of all, let me ask you a question. It's a trivia question. How many times did the Pittsburgh Pirates win the World Series in the history? Is it 4? Is it 5? Or is it 6? You have 3 seconds. Yeah? Okay, it was 5 times. 5 times they won. This time is the 3rd time. This is in 1960. I'm going to show you a clip of the 1960 Game 7 against the Yankees. This was held at Forbes Field in Pittsburgh. It's out by the Oakland area, which is where Pitt University is. And Game 7, it's the bottom of the 9th. Bill Mazeroski is up to bat. He's first to lead off. Game is tied 9-9. Here we go. And actually, the Pirates were up 9-7 going into the top of the 9th. The Yankees scored 2 to tie it up. Now it's 9-9. Game 7, bottom of the 9th. First batter up, Bill Mazeroski. I'll show you the whole thing here, and then we'll go from there. So here we go.
With 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and a man left. And the score at the end of 8 1/2 innings of play, it's the New York Yankees 9 and the Pittsburgh Pirates 9.
Come on, baby.
And Ralph Terry, of course, on the mound will be facing Mazeroski.
Come on, Billy.
There a play once again. It was a hard hit drive down the first base side. The Nelson fielded on the first hop and tagged the bag at first. That eliminated Berry. He was out. And then Mantle could have been in a rundown, but it was not the case. He dove back safely to first base. Here's a ball line too high out of Mazeroski.
He's a good eye, Bill. He's a good eye.
And the Yankees have tied the game in the top of the 9th inning. Well, a little while ago when we mentioned that this one in typical fashion was going right to the wire, little did we know.
Come on, Billy. Let's go,
Art
Billy.
Ditbar throws. Here's a swing and a high fly ball going deep to left. That's they do it.
Go!
Back to the ball goes. It is. Over the fence.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Pirates won the World Series. A walk-off home run, Bill Mazeroski, Game 7. I'm going to show you another. This is a common clip that's around too. So this is the one you might have seen before if you're into baseball, if you're into history. So here we go.
Here's a swing and a high fly ball going deep to left. That's they do it.
Ooh.
Back to the ball goes. It is. Over
again.
1960 World Champions defeat the New York Yankees, the Pirates 10 and the Yankees 9.
Unbelievable. All right, so by the way, in left field, that was Yogi Berra, the great Yogi Berra for the Yankees. The home run went over. So that was, and I'm going to show you now, before I explain why I'm showing you this. I guess EA Sports, the video games, they have the Madden NFL and they have soccer and Major League Baseball. So this was MLB. I don't know what year it was from or whatever, but this was the game version of that, the video game version of that. Now they have a different pitcher. Ralph Terry was the pitcher, but this pitcher is like they have Reynolds or something. So anyway, watch it. And then watch near the end, I'll point it out or something. Ford Field.
What in typical fashion was going right to the wire, little did we know.
It's the same broadcast, too.
Mark Ditmar throws. Here's a swing and a high fly ball going deep left.
Get out of here.
Yes,
They win again. Ozorowski trying home. Now watch this, watch. That's the Cathedral of Learning at Pitt. That's the Pitt Cathedral of Learning. Ain't that cool? All right. Anyway, why did I show you that? Why are you watching that? If you're a Pittsburgh fan, you might again. But, well, here's the reason. My dad, in his younger days, before we were born, he used to collect newspapers and of world events, something that happened. And he loved the Steelers. He liked Pittsburgh sports. He loved the Steelers. He loved the Pirates. And anything that happened in the world, he kept the newspapers. So, without any delay here, look at this. That's the paper. That's the paper from what you just saw. This was Friday, October 14th, 1960. This is the morning paper. So it was actually October 13th was the World Series game, but this is the morning paper, the morning after the night of the game. And the weather, they have the weather up here in this right here. It was a high of 82 that day. This is October, low of 55 there. But cool. My dad kept this, and then I'll explain again why I'm showing you this later. But there you go for that. Now, see if you know this. See if you remember this.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago. Vice President Lyndon Johnson has left the hospital in Dallas, but we do not know to where he has proceeded. Presumably, he will be taking the oath of office shortly and become the 36th President of the United States.
Wow. Now, this was the press. So this was actually the day. Do you know what day? Did you see the day? Well, did he say it? No, he didn't say it. Actually, do you know what day it was? It was November 22nd, Friday, 1963. And, wow. Now, your president is shot. The president gets assassinated. Now, on the bottom part of this page, here, we got driver physicals restart on QT. Mediators explore the trolley strike peril. That's an article. And this was the day the president was assassinated. And then here's my favorite. Let's just bring it up on here. It's rain threatens football fans. Football fans better watch out. Take their umbrellas, have umbrellas. It's going to be rainy for the Penn State game. It's just crazy. It's like the president gets assassinated, but oh, bad news for you Penn State fans. Tomorrow you're going to have to bring an umbrella. This was the morning paper, the Post Gazette of that. So the following morning, November 23rd, Saturday. It was cloudy. You know, it was warm that day. It was 65, high was 65 degrees. This is the end of November in Pittsburgh, winter country. This is 65 degrees. It was very warm. So, so anyway, my dad had that. Now, follow up to that. See if you know this.
Being let out by Captain Fritz. There is a booker. There is Leon. He's been shot. He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot. There's a man with a gun. Absolute panic. Absolute panic here in the basement of Dallas Police Headquarters. Detectives have their guns drawn. There is no question about it. Oswald has been shot at point-blank range, fired into his stomach.
He is shot. He is shot. Oswald.
It is Oswald. Was that the man that shot the man, or do you know?
That is the man that shot the man.
Lee Harvey Oswald. He was shot on the 24th of November. This paper is, again, the morning paper the day after. This is Monday, November 25th. It was sunny that day. It was sunny. I like how they put the weather. Anyway, all right. So now we have we have a Life magazine from November 29th, 1963. It's a Life magazine. This was Kennedy. It only cost a quarter for 25 cents. Yes, very good. A quarter is 25 cents. Me, excellent. Anyway, that was very cool. And then in February of '64, so you know, a couple months later, we have the Life magazine with Lee Harvey Oswald on it. Again, how much was this? Me, 25 cents. Very good. A quarter. All right. So, all right. Now, here's another one. See if you know this, or remember this, or know when the date. See if you know when the date is.
38-year-old American standing on the surface of the moon on this July 20th, 1969.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Well, for thousands of years now, it's been man's dream to walk on the moon. Right now, after seeing it happen, knowing that it happened, it still seems like a dream.
Go ahead, Mr. President. This is Houston out.
Hello, Neil and Buzz. This certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made from the White House.
Thank you, Mr. President. Honor for us to be able to participate here today.
Oh, all right. President, you know which president that was? I bet a lot of you do. I bet a lot of you Michigan protesters don't know who that president was. Anyway, he makes a phone call to the moon, clear reception, and today, that's just 1969.
1999.
No, it wasn't 1990. What do you mean 1999?
Yeah, 1999.
It was 1969, Man on the Moon.
No, Jim Carrey's movie, Man on the Moon.
It's the movie with Jim Carrey about Andy Kaufman. No, they're not. They say, yeah, they're going to do a headline like this for the movie premiere of Man on the Moon, the Jim Carrey movie. Stop it. Anyway, he gets a reception. He gets reception from the White House to the moon. And today I walk under a tree with a cloud overhead, and I lose reception. What the heck? There's some conspiracy there, all you conspiracy people. Now, Man on the Moon. Now, Neil Armstrong gave his famous, one small step for man, on the actual broadcast when this was Walter Cronkite again too. So he did the Kennedy assassination, he did the Man on the Moon. But listen when Neil Armstrong says this, they don't hear the second part of what he says. This was kind of interesting.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I think that was Neil's quote. I didn't understand it.
No, one small step for man, but I didn't get the second phrase.
He said, holy crap, I'm on the moon.
One of our monitors here at our space headquarters is able to hear that. We'd like to know what it was.
Surface is fine and powdery.
All right, so there we go. All right, now why did I show you all that? Why did I show you? Again, my dad collected these newspapers. Now, why do I have them? Because This was part, I guess, a good history lesson as well as a mother's ultimatum. My mother, I was living, I think, in San Diego at the time. Maybe I was still in Florida. My mother, I'm talking to my mother, and she tells me, she says, we have an attic where we stash a lot of stuff. It's actually 2 big rooms up in the attic, but we have a lot of the old stuff, which I never knew what was up there exactly. So she says, hey, do you want any of these old papers your dad kept? Because I'm going to throw them away if you don't want them. We're like, what? No, don't throw them away. You're going to throw them out. You better get them because I'm tossing them out. She was going to toss all these historical papers, events that my dad kept. Toss them out. Is that a mother thing? Does your mother do that? Is it women? Is it just women? Is it a clutter thing? They don't like clutter? Like, hey, just clean this. Because I always had to pick up the socks and the clutter and everything else. Good Lord. Did other mothers do this? Did, Peter Fabergé, who he is, his mother, like, Peter Carlo Fabergé, do you want these eggs? Because I'm going to toss them out if you don't want them. He's like, Ma, they're for the royal imperial family. Don't throw the eggs out. They're worth millions of dollars. We're going to throw the Fabergé eggs. What about Moses? Is Moses' mother? Moses' mother, like, Moses, do you want this Ark of the Covenant? I'm going to toss it. I'm going to throw it out. It's just sitting there. You better take it or I'm going to throw it out. Ma, it's from the Lord. The Lord told me to make it. It's the Lord God's Ark. Don't throw the Ark of the Covenant out. Horrible accent, but... And I know Moses, his mother, he didn't know his mother. He was putting some fruit basket and tossed down the river. He's paraphrasing. Yes, I'm paraphrasing, of course. But and his mother was Jochebed. Did you know that? Jochebed was his mother. But he was put in a basket, and then he was raised by Pharaoh's daughter, or whatever. But anyway, is that like? Come on, don't throw. What else did she throw away that we weren't aware of that could have been worth money? Anyway, so. My dad said that we had to get them before she threw them out. I started saving. Well, I don't have much saved, but I have this one. And I'm a huge Steeler fan, as well as Pittsburgh. So see if you know. I'm going to actually point out this to a. I'm going to put. Hey, if Mike Ricca, I haven't seen Mike Ricca in a while. He's a friend. He was a great comic and stuff from LA. I knew, and he's a huge Steeler fan. He's not from Pittsburgh, but I love these people that aren't from Pittsburgh, but they're huge Steeler fans. So I'm going to put a challenge to you, Mike Ricca, and everyone else, if you're Steelers, if you're from Pittsburgh, or just a Steeler fan, see if you know this. You should know this. Here we go.
Bill Cowher was saying that he wanted to get this one to give owner Dan Rooney his 5th Super Bowl ring. He did that.
All right, so I blurred out the number. So what Super Bowl was that, number-wise? Who did they play? What was the score? And when was it played? Did I cover all the angles there? All right, so what Super Bowl was that? And you should know right away. Don't Google. Do you know?
Stand in arm. With today's victory, your proud franchise joins the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers as one of only 3 teams in the history of the National Football League to have won 5 Super Bowls. And your family's been at the helm for each of those championships.
You betcha.
Congratulations to you, to Coach Cowher, all of your players, and all of the Steelers fans around the world.
Absolutely. Way to go, Rooney. Way to go, Cowher. There you go. Fist bump. No kneeling down for those days. All right. Anyway, yeah, this was the paper. See, Steelers 21, Seahawks 20. It was Super Bowl 40, by the way, and held on February 5th, 2006. And a little trivia about that. That was the last Super Bowl televised on ABC. And it was actually the first game that in all aspects of the game was broadcast in HD, high def. So there you go. And that's one of the papers I've saved that I'm holding on to. And all right. Well, there you go. Speaking of which, you know what? I'm going to throw all your cereal boxes out if you don't want them, because they're just sitting there cluttering up when I come over, and they clutter up the kitchen and everything. I can't walk. They're on the floor. They're all over by the couch.
No.
So if you don't do anything with them, I'm going to throw them out.
Yeah, I'm going to protest you.
All right. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something, I guess, and I hope your mothers out there, please don't throw stuff away. Don't threaten to throw. I had to take a trip home to go. I had to get on and buy a ticket and plane. Anyway, all right. Anyway, listen, be good, be safe, and don't hurt anybody. And we'll see you next time. Later. I'm serious. I'll throw the cereal boxes out. I'm not playing around with there. It's just, you're like a kid.
I'll boycott.
Ridiculous. Backlash.
Viva Las Vegas! Viva